and welcome back to another episode of What Am I Doing with My Life? I did something I think I shouldn't have, but at the same time, I know that God actually permitted it to happen. Context: I'm in this season of my life right now where I am yearning to have a family of my own. If I did this act out of desperation, there was this person looking for a spouse. His proposal was very promising. Ganda nga nung sinabi niya na parang mas mayaman pa ang tricycle driver. Mahirap man sila kapag buo yung pamilya mo, mayaman ka. So that has been his quest on Threads. And so I messaged him. And I said, "You're the husband that I'm looking for. I'm just not sure if I'm the wife that you want. Aside from having a farm life, like actual horses, carabaos, chickens, and all that, like, he wanted to like have a coffee shop in the future. And that was it for me." Okay, so Threads gives this 3 messages that you can send, and then you can only continue the conversation once the person accepts the message request. Sabi ko parang I have good intentions naman, but maybe I can redeem myself. Maybe I can send a message that's clearer, that's more polished, that's more like straightforward and less emotional, in a sense. So what I did was I saw that you can unsend messages on Thread. So that's what I did. Like, I didn't delete it for me lang. I didn't choose that option. I chose to unsend it. So, thinking that I could hit a reboot button on Threads, I unsent all my messages. And I thought na magiging zero siya ulit. Guess what? That's not what that's not what happened. So, nawala lang yung messages ko, but I can't send anymore. I was beating myself up over it. Like I was reprimanding myself kasi why did you have to do that? Why did you have to go out of your way to, but like you're doing more damage. Like, you're making it worse for yourself. Talagang, I'm just being delusional. I'm just fantasizing over a complete stranger, over a life that I may think that I want, but maybe it's not what God designed for me. Nagtatalo yung flesh ko and yung spirit ko. But it's also a good problem to have because it means na 50-50 na ako. Like, hindi na ako just 100% flesh. Like, there's a tug of conscience in me that sort of questions my action. Wala naman na akong magagawa dun. Wala naman na akong other ways to communicate with the person. So, the more that I thought about it and the more time has passed, the sillier I felt. And for once in your life, stop chasing. And why can't you just focus on God instead of, trying to put everything on hold for a person, or worse, putting everything on the line for a person and expecting the person to be like your beacon of hope that would give you the life that you've always wanted. It's still a form of idolatry. Nakasalalay yung pangarap ko or yung bukas ko doon sa tao na hindi ko man lang alam kung mabubuksan yung message ko. It seems so unhealthy that I did that in the first place. Honestly, gusto ko lang ilatag yung what happened. Just try to take it as a funny story that I could tell. He already calculated everything. And on my end, parang inisip ko, am I actually ready for that? Like, yeah, like yes, I'm all for that. But yung transition and yung pacing, is that actually something I'm ready for? Am I ready for that kind of life in 2 years' time? I don't know. Because it's a different thing when it's just in your head and you're planning all this and that, just to entertain yourself or distract yourself or try to be hopeful when you're feeling sad. It's another story if you're actually living that reality, and you actually, you have to wake up at 2 a.m. to soothe your child or to change their diapers or whatever. It's a whole nother aspect. Why am I going out of my way to break my own heart? And then why am I even following my heart in the first place when the heart is so deceitful? And maybe God just used him for me to seek him again. Maybe ginamit niya yung tao to show me something sparkly, something that I really wanted so much that I would remove any sort of barricade that would prevent us from having a healthy relationship. In hindsight, maybe the guy was not the point. Maybe the point was just to clean my slate because God knew what still has strongholds on me. I am wanting to seek God again because I feel unpure for doing what I did. And if that's what He wanted to do, then He got me. There's no harm in staying put. There's a reason why you're still in this quiet season and God just wants your attention, but you're not giving it to Him. Jesus loves you unconditionally. If you're looking for that someone who would listen to you day in and day out, or your plans, your visions, your aspirations in life, that sort of best friend, like you can find that best friend in Jesus. So why not give all of that to him? Why constantly go out of your way for another human being that doesn't even know that you exist? And ang ending, you have all these complicated thoughts in your head, and there's literally no more headspace for anything else. Like, why can't you believe that God has someone for you? Like, He placed that desire of marriage in your heart. Surely, there's a person out there for you. And there's a reason why you're still not meeting, because based on what is happening right now, what would happen is you're gonna idolize the person, you're gonna worship the person, you're gonna serve the person, you're gonna go back to your unhealed version. You don't really want to be in that spot. You don't want history to repeat itself. It's not easy to take in. A lot of convictions, a lot of heart checks, a lot of unpacking. You're gonna be fine. God will restore. Just hold on to that. Stop, manipulating the elements to turn in your favor. As long as it's from God, it should be giving you peace. And mararamdaman mo yung trust sa Kanya na parang, okay God, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why I'm here, but okay lang. There's some sort of acceptance which I did not feel when I did what I did. There was a gentle conviction na ang dami ko pa palang kailangang i-heal sa sarili ko. Siguro kailangan ipagdamot ko muna yung singlehood ko. Like, yes, there is yearning. Yes, there is this unexplainable calling to live beyond myself and to live for someone else. And maybe for now, that's Jesus. It's not a husband, it's not a child. In having that sort of family, hindi ako nabubuhay para lang sa sarili ko. Yung byproduct nun is I get to have more compassion and I get to be more understanding and empathetic and sensitive of others' needs. But I guess yung traits na yon, maa-apply ko pa rin naman siya or magagawa ko siya even with no family yet. Like I can always apply it to other people. I can always apply it to myself. And you know, yung sinasabi ko na living beyond myself, actually yung spot na yun is for for Jesus lang dapat eh. It's not something that I should be aiming for yung sa kapwa. I mean, yes, it's purposeful to help others or to be of service for other people. But first and foremost, if there's a certain gap and I'm not really locked in on God,
then dapat sa kanya yung spot na yon. And should there ever be a time na I'm so locked in on him na, but I'm still yearning, siguro that's the time na papasok na yung family. But I also believe that, in that process, you can't pressure things to happen eh. Like, you can't manipulate things to happen in your favor. Parang magbubumerang lang siya sa mukha mo and it's going to do more harm than good. And I can't help but compare this with trying to lose weight. Like, for the longest time, I wanted to lose weight so bad. Pero kapag nakafocus ka doon sa parang ganun din yung marriage aspect, na it's not the end goal. Finding your person is not the end goal. And honestly, in my mind, if I'm going to be really honest, it only makes sense for me to be with someone or to live the rest of my life with someone if we both have an understanding na ang union namin is to seek God. Because otherwise, either magbabanggaan kami or mawawala ako sa faith ko. Because I have to be honest na hindi pa rin ako ganong ka-locked in. And there might be, it may sneak in na hindi ko namamalayan. And suddenly, I'm slowly losing God. Kahit wala namang ibang nangyayari sa buhay ko, God easily loses me because of me being a sinful human being. So alam mo yon, on my own, I can easily go out of my faith or out of the state of grace kahit walang contribution ng ibang tao or kahit walang influence ng ibang tao or ng ibang bagay or ng ibang circumstance. So, that alone is very telling na kung wala pang nangyayari sa buhay ko or wala pang drastic changes and I can easily bounce out of the state of grace or bounce out of my circle with God, then what more if there's an actual thing happening and hindi ko na nadidiscern yung actions ko or yung actions ng ibang tao or yung reflection ng situation sa sarili ko. I just wanted to make sure na I include this in the recording because I feel like this is something that I would need in the future, or at least something that maybe someone else needs to hear. All my relationships in the past were focused on the fact that it should be a relationship. There's no friendship anywhere in our union. There was also, a lack of respect, a lack of boundaries, a lot of manipulation, a lot of unhealthy conversations, a lot of misunderstanding. Ako and yung naging mga partners ko were not honest with ourselves. And so, alam mo yung parang we just hurt each other and also hurt other people along the way, yung kanya-kanya naming exes. So, it's not really a good formula. It's just, again, walang mali dun sa intention for the guy posting that. Walang mali dun sa intention ng mga gustong magreto sa kanya and those who are directly interested in him or what he has to offer. But to me, it's not the quote-unquote organic encounter that I'm looking for. And again, it was a moment of vulnerability and something to learn from, like I don't want to be, just put things into perspective na okay, parang it was something I was looking for, but maybe not with that person. it was a good confirmation na, ay, oh, ganun, totoo pala yung nararamdaman ko. I want to start. But it doesn't mean anything beyond that. Like, I don't have to be doing that with that particular person for me to fulfill that. I might even be thankful na I had this blooper. I have this strong lesson to carry with me. You know, I'm grateful na God did not slap me in the face. Like, it happened very softly, very gently. You know, he didn't shame me for it. He didn't say anything at all, actually. Like, it was all on me. So, to put things into perspective for other people, this could be, something that they do pero parang, whatever, parang move on na. Anyway, parang magiging ganun na lang siya sa kanila. But me being me, I wanted to make sure that I record this moment of my life, and because I felt like it had significance in my spiritual growth, in my character development, and for my own reference. This might happen again, or at least be a reminder for me to focus on God, like shift my perspective, shift my focus, and just return to Him. He's never going to leave me naman. He's never going to abandon me. It's just me who keeps running around. Alam mo yung para akong bata na takbo ng takbo na kung ano-ano hinahanap ko while my parent is just watching me, and he's just waiting for me to get exhausted sa kakatakbo ko so I could run back to him so that he could carry me and I could sleep in his arms. Hindi ko kailangan tumakbo. Hindi ko kailangan pagurin yung sarili ko. I'm choosing to do it because I am unhealed and marami pa akong kailangang i-address sa sarili ko. I do not want to bleed on people who did not cut me. So with that, I thank you for listening to this episode. May God bless us all.